Hello there. On this video demonstration, I will show you how to create a single page test. Now, as you can see here, a single page test is used to compare two different options within the same page. So you would use this to test two different headlines, maybe two different graphics on your page, or even two different price points on your page. So you have one page and you have an element within that page which changes for option A or option B. Some visitors to your website will see option A, and some visitors to that same page will see option B. So to begin, we need to choose an empty test slot. So they're all empty at the moment, so I'm going to choose test slot number 1. We then need to name our test. So I'm going to call this headline test. Oops. And we also need a test description. And I'm going to pop in testing to headlines. Now you can pop anything that you like in here. I would go for a description that makes much more sense to you than just testing to headlines so that it's more useful to you later. In this section, we can pop in the price of the product, which is $29.95, and that's the price for option A. The price for option B is also $29.95 because we're keeping the prices the same. All we're doing is changing the headline. However, you can use this to test two different prices, and if you pop those in there, we can work out your earnings per click. So if I just create that test, you'll see that immediately we get some code. Now we need to copy and paste this code into the website. If you don't know how to do this, then please get your web designer to do it for you. It's very, very simple. It's just copy and paste, but you need to know where to put it, and you also need to know how to get your website onto the internet. So if you know how to do all that, we are good to go. Now this code all goes on the same page. We don't have to put some code on the download page or the thank you page or anything like that. It's all here on the same page for you. If you're not ready to do this just yet, you can access this code later by clicking on the Get Code button and then clicking on the test that you've created. And if you hover over there, you'll see that it shows you your test description. So I'll just click on that. Now this is the code that we need to use. So this first section of code, it goes between the head tag and the closing head tag on our website. So make sure you copy everything that's there and copy. Now I'm just going to pop over to my website, which I've got open here, and I'm just going to go into the code, find the opening head tag, which is just there, pop the cursor after that, and paste my code in. I'm just going to come back to the site so you can see it. What we're actually testing here is this headline against this headline. So we're testing discover an easy way to make more money from each visitor to your website against how to explode your EPC by making one simple change to your website. So some of our website visitors will see the first option and some of them will see the second option. So we now need the code that's going to choose whether it displays one or the other. So let's go and fetch that. We just scroll down. You see here we've got the code which wraps around option A. So this is going to wrap around our first, I'm just going to copy that, and this is going to wrap around our first headline, which is this one here. So if I go into my code, you can see that that's, I'm just going to separate these out a little bit so you can see this much more easily. So this is our option A, which is a headline, discover an easy way to make more money from each visitor to your website, and this one's our option B. So I'm just going to pop the cursor above this one, and I'm going to paste in that code that I've just copied, and now my option A needs to go in there. So if I delete that, and then I just move this just inside there, so my code is wrapped around. So we've got this section before it, then we've got the option A, then we've got this section after it. Now, you can use this code as many times as you have to. This would be particularly useful if you are testing a price and the price appears many times on your website. So you have option A and option B. But in our case here on this demonstration, we're just simply testing two different headlines. So we just need to use the code once for each example. So if I just pop back and I get my code for option B. Oops. Just grab that and copy that and then pop back to my website, and I'm just going to do it exactly the same as before. I'm going to paste the code in and then I'm going to delete this part just here, because that's where I need to put, oops a daisy, that's where I need to pop this, and I'm just going to drag that right inside there. So that's my option A and my option B ready, and we'll see now if I go over to my design, you'll see those headlines have both vanished, and when people arrive at the website it will choose to show one of them or show the other one of them. The next thing we need to do, if I pop back to the website, is we need to get this code right here and pop it inside our order link. Now, you don't need to be tracking an order link. You can track any click or anything at all. You simply take this code and paste it inside the link, and it's going to look something like this once you've done it. So you've got your link in there, and then you've got the code pasted in, and then you've got the actual call to action there. So that call to action could be filling out a form, or maybe downloading a PDF document, or in this case actually ordering a product. So let's pop back over to the actual site itself. That's our order link right there where it says click here to order. So if I pop and have a look at my code, you can see this is the page, order.html. So I need to click just after the actual code there. I need to pop in a space, and then I will paste in my little bit of code. So I've got a space here, and I've got return false, semicolon, and then class equals get link. So that's that code pasted in. You'd now save that and upload it with your FTP program to your website. If you don't know how to do that, then please get your web designer to help you. And once that's done, that is it. There's no need to paste any code into your download page or your thank you page or anything like that. Now this means if you don't have access to the download page or the thank you page, you can still accurately track your click-through rate and your earnings per click. And this is very, very useful when you are sending people to somebody else's website. Perhaps if you are promoting a product as an affiliate, we can still track that for you because we're actually tracking the click on the link rather than the actual download page. Now we do obviously appreciate that some people might click on your order link, and then when they get to your checkout they might decide that they no longer want to purchase. But what we're testing here is the effectiveness of your website copy and how well it gets them to click through on your call to action. So we need to know if our first headline or our second headline is going to make people click on the order link. Whether or not they bottle out of that click once they've got through to the checkout page, that's not important to us. We just need to know what sends people there. Now, this is particularly useful tracking when you are promoting other people's products. Now, if you've ever tried to do split testing on other people's products before, you will have probably needed to get them to put code on their download page. Now, that is very, very difficult to do. Very few people will do it for you. And also, if they are conducting their own split test, then you have no idea whether your split test is giving you accurate results or not. So in this case, we actually track your click, so we're getting much, much more accurate stats. Once you've done all that, you can then click on the Get Stats page and you'll be able to see some statistics for your test. But of course, some people need to visit your page and some people need to click on your call to action first. So that's all. We do wish you all the best at Split Test Pro, and please do remember to watch all of the tutorial videos to get the most out of your membership.